Hey English learners, welcome back to the podcast, your cozy little corner of the internet where we learn real English together, one easy conversation at a time. I'm Sarah, and today I want to start with a question. How are you? And I don't mean the automatic answer, not the fine thanks and you that comes out before you even think about it. I mean really, how are you actually feeling right now? Because here's something I've noticed. That question, how are you, is one of the most common questions in the English language. People ask it dozens of times a week. And yet, most English learners give the same three answers every single time. Good, fine, okay. And I understand why. Because in the moment those words are safe, they're easy, they don't require much. They close the question quickly and move things along. But here's the problem. Good, fine and okay don't actually say anything. They're like a closed door, they keep people out. They end conversations before they begin. And sometimes you want to open that door. You want to say something real, something honest. Something that actually describes what's happening inside you. But the words aren't there yet. In English, the words aren't there yet. I had a student once who told me something that stayed with me for a long time. She said, Sarah, I have so many feelings in my own language. Big ones, small ones, complicated ones. But in English I only have happy, sad and tired. It's like living in a house with 100 rooms but only being able to open 3 doors. I loved that, 100 rooms, 3 doors. And that's exactly what today's episode is about. Opening more doors. Giving you the words to describe what's actually happening inside you in English so you can have real conversations. Honest conversations. The kind that actually connect you to other people. Because here's what I truly believe. The moment you can express how you feel in another language, really express it, beyond good and fine, that's the moment English stops being something you study and starts being something you live. And that is a beautiful moment. I want that for you today. So we're going to talk about feelings, all kinds, the happy ones, the hard ones, the complicated in-between ones. We'll look at natural phrases, real examples, and the kind of language that makes people say, wow, your English sounds so natural. And at the end, our word tour. Our slow vocabulary walk through today's most useful words so they stay with you long after this episode ends. This is a B1 level episode. Perfect if you're intermediate. If you're A2, stay with me, you'll catch more than you expect. And the second listen always feels easier, I promise. And before we dive in, if this podcast helps you feel more confident in your English, please like this episode and subscribe to the channel. Every like, every comment, every share helps more learners like you find this little corner of the internet. And I genuinely love reading your comments, so come say hello after you listen. Okay, let's open some doors. Let's start with something important. Why is it so hard to talk about feelings in another language? Think about it. In your own language, you learned feeling words when you were tiny. 2 years old, 3 years old. You cried and someone said you're sad. You laughed and someone said you're happy. You learned those words through living them, through tears and laughter and fear and excitement. The words are connected to real memories in your body. But in English, you learned the words from a textbook, or a teacher, or a list, not from a moment of real feeling. So when a real feeling comes, the English word for it doesn't always come with it. That's completely normal. That's not a problem with your English, that's just how language learning works. But today we're going to change that. We're going to connect English feeling words to real situations, real moments. So the next time you feel something, the word is closer, more ready, more yours. Let's start with the happy feelings. Because there are so many more ways to say happy in English than just happy. Excited, this is happy with energy, happy about something coming. I'm so excited about my trip next week. I'm excited to try this new restaurant tonight. Relieved, this is happy after something difficult or scary is over. That moment when the hard thing passes and you can breathe again. I'm so relieved the exam is finished. I felt so relieved when I heard she was okay. Proud, this is the warm feeling when you or someone you love does something well. I'm really proud of how far my English has come. She felt so proud when her son graduated. Grateful, this is the feeling of appreciation. When you notice something good in your life and you feel thankful for it. I feel really grateful for the people around me. I'm so grateful for moments like this. Content, this is quiet happiness, not exciting or loud, just peaceful and satisfied, like everything is okay right now. I feel really content this evening, good food, good music, nothing to worry about. There's a difference between happy and content. Happy is a burst. Content is a warmth that stays. Inspired, this is the feeling when something fills you with energy and ideas and the desire to create or try. I left that conversation feeling so inspired. This podcast always leaves me feeling inspired to practice more. Notice how different all of these are. Excited and content are both positive, but they feel completely different in the body. Relieved and proud are both good feelings, but they come from completely different moments. That's the beauty of having more words. You can be more precise, more honest, more you. Now let's talk about the harder feelings, because life has those too. And knowing how to express them in English is just as important, maybe even more important, than the happy ones. Anxious, this is the feeling of worry, nervousness, unease about something coming. Your stomach feels tight. Your thoughts go in circles. I've been feeling really anxious about the presentation. I feel anxious in big social situations sometimes. Overwhelmed, this is when there is too much, too many things, too many feelings, too much pressure, and your brain and body don't know where to start. I'm feeling really overwhelmed with everything at the moment. She looked overwhelmed, like she hadn't slept in days. Drained, this is deep tiredness. Not just physical tired, emotionally empty. Like you gave too much and now there is nothing left. I feel completely drained after that conversation. Some days just leave you feeling drained for no obvious reason. Frustrated, this is the feeling when something isn't working and you've tried and it still isn't working. Different from angry, frustration is more tired than hot. I'm so frustrated with myself, I keep making the same mistake. He felt frustrated because nobody seemed to be listening. Lonely, this is the feeling of being disconnected, of wanting connection and not having it. Important to say, lonely is not the same as being alone. You can feel lonely in a crowded room. You can feel completely fine when you're by yourself. I felt so lonely in that new city even though I was surrounded by people. It's okay to say you feel lonely. It's one of the most human feelings there is. Disappointed, this is when something doesn't go the way you hoped. There's a specific kind of sadness in disappointment, a quiet one. I was really disappointed when they cancelled the trip. She tried not to show it, but she was clearly disappointed. Embarrassed, this is the feeling when you do something awkward or wrong in front of others and your face goes hot. I was so embarrassed when I forgot his name. He introduced himself 3 times. I feel embarrassed about my English sometimes when I can't find the words. And can I say something about that last one? About feeling embarrassed about your English? Please don't, please. Every single person who speaks a second language has been there, every single one. The lost word, the wrong sentence, the moment of silence while your brain searches, that is not failure. That is learning. That is courage. And honestly, the fact that you're here listening to this episode, practicing your English on a regular day, that is something to be proud of, not embarrassed about. Now let's talk about the in-between feelings, the complicated ones, because real life isn't just happy or sad. Most of the time it's something more complicated than that. Bittersweet, this is when something is happy and sad at the same time. Like the last day of a holiday, it was wonderful but now it's over. Or watching your child go to school for the first time, you're proud and happy, but also a little sad. Saying goodbye to that chapter of my life felt bittersweet. The end of the year always feels a little bittersweet to me. Nostalgic, this is a warm, sad feeling about the past, about something that was good and is now gone, not painful, just tender. Like holding something precious that you can't have back. That old song makes me feel so nostalgic, it takes me straight back to being a child. I feel nostalgic for those slow summer evenings when we had nothing to do. Restless, this is when you can't settle, When you want something to change but you don't know exactly what. Like energy with nowhere to go. I've been feeling restless lately, like I need something new but I don't know what. She felt restless all weekend, couldn't focus on anything. Indifferent, this is when you don't feel strongly either way. Not happy, not sad, just neutral, flat, disconnected from the situation. I felt strangely indifferent about the news. I thought I'd be more upset, but I just felt indifferent. Conflicted, this is when you have two strong feelings pulling in opposite directions at the same time, when you want two things that can't both be true. I feel conflicted about the job offer. It's a great opportunity, but I don't want to leave my team. She was conflicted, part of her wanted to go, part of her wanted to stay. These words, bittersweet, nostalgic, restless, conflicted, these are the words that make people stop and say yes. That is exactly it. That is what I feel. These are the words that create real connection. Now let's talk about how to actually use all of this in conversation. Because knowing the words is one thing, saying them naturally in real life is something else. Here are some natural phrases for sharing how you feel. To be honest, I've been feeling a little. This opener is soft and honest. It signals that you're about to say something real. I don't know exactly how to explain it, but I feel sort of. This is perfect for complicated feelings. It gives you permission to be unsure. I've been a bit, lately. The word lately shows it's been going on for a while, not just today. Something about today just made me feel, connecting a feeling to a specific moment. I woke up feeling, and I can't really shake it, shows the feeling has stayed with you through the day. And here are some natural ways to ask someone else about their feelings, and show you really care about the answer. Are you okay? You seem a little quiet today. Gentle and observant, how are you really doing? The word really signals you want the honest answer, not just fine, you don't seem like yourself, is everything all right? Warm and caring, that sounds really hard, how are you feeling about it? Reflecting back what they shared and inviting more, I'm here if you want to talk about it. Simple, powerful, one of the most generous things you can say to someone. Let me show you a natural conversation where feelings are expressed honestly. A, hey, you seem a bit quiet today. Everything okay? B, honestly, I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed. I've got so much going on at the moment and I just feel like I can't catch up, or I know that feeling, is it work stuff? B, mostly. And I think I'm a bit anxious about this presentation tomorrow. That makes sense. Is there anything I can do to help? B, actually just talking about it helps. I feel a bit better already. Short, real, warm. That kind of exchange, that level of honest communication is possible for you in English, with the right words. And you're building those words right now. Before word tour, your mission for today. And this one is a little more personal than usual. Sit quietly for just one moment. Close your eyes if you want. And ask yourself honestly, how am I actually feeling right now? Not the automatic answer, the real one. Maybe you're tired but also a little excited about something. Maybe you're feeling content and you hadn't even noticed. Maybe you're a bit restless or anxious or nostalgic about something. Maybe you're just genuinely fine, and that's real too. Find your feeling, then write it down in English. One sentence, just one. Right now I feel, because. You can keep it in your notebook. You can send it to a friend, or you can share it in the comments. I will read every single one. And I promise, whatever you write, it will be worth writing. Because putting a feeling into words, even imperfect words, is one of the most powerful things a person can do. All right, my friend. Time for word tour, our slow vocabulary walk through today's most useful feeling words and phrases. Take your time. Repeat after me if you want. First word, anxious. Anxious means worried or nervous about something, often something coming in the future. Your thoughts race, your stomach feels tight. I've been feeling really anxious about the job interview. She looked anxious waiting for the results. Anxious, anxious. Next word, overwhelmed. Overwhelmed means there is too much, too many tasks, too many feelings, too much pressure, and you don't know where to start. I'm completely overwhelmed with everything on my plate right now. He felt overwhelmed on his first day at the new job. Overwhelmed, overwhelmed. Next word, drained. Drained means deeply tired, not just physically but emotionally empty. Like you have nothing left to give. That meeting left me feeling completely drained. Some conversations are energizing, others just leave you drained. Drained. Next word, relieved. Relieved is the happy, peaceful feeling after something difficult or scary is finally over. I was so relieved when the flight landed safely. She felt relieved when she finally told someone the truth. Relieved. Next word, content. Content means quietly happy and satisfied, peaceful, not excited, just warm and okay. I feel really content this evening. Nothing special happened, but everything feels right. There's something beautiful about feeling content with simple things. Content. Next word, nostalgic. Nostalgic is a warm, sad feeling about something good from the past that is now gone, tender rather than painful. That smell makes me feel so nostalgic, it takes me straight back to my grandmother's kitchen. I feel nostalgic for those carefree summers. Nostalgic. Next word, restless. Restless means unable to settle, wanting something to change but not sure what, energy with nowhere to go. I've been feeling restless all week, like I need something new. She was restless in the meeting, checking her phone every few minutes. Restless. Next word, conflicted. Conflicted means having two strong opposite feelings at the same time, pulled in two directions. I feel really conflicted about moving abroad. I want to go, but I don't want to leave my family. He looked conflicted when they offered him the promotion. Conflicted. Next word, bittersweet. Bittersweet means happy and sad at the same time, something that is good but also a little painful because it's ending or changing. Graduation day always feels bittersweet. You're so proud but also a little sad about what you're leaving behind. That last episode of a show you love, always bittersweet. Bittersweet. Last word, grateful. Grateful means feeling deep appreciation and thankfulness for something or someone in your life. I feel so grateful for the people who believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. Taking a moment to feel grateful can completely change the way a day feels. Grateful. Those are your 10 feeling words for today. Anxious, overwhelmed, drained, relieved, content, nostalgic, restless, conflicted, bittersweet, grateful. Read them again slowly. Which one describes how you feel right now? Just one. Find it, say it in English, that's yours now. And here we are at the end of another episode together. I want to say something before we go. Talking about feelings is brave, in any language, but in a second language it takes something extra. It means being vulnerable without your full vocabulary. It means reaching for a word that might not come perfectly. It means trusting that the feeling is worth more than the perfect sentence. And it always is. The people who connect most deeply with others are not always the ones with the biggest vocabulary. They're the ones who are willing to say something real, something honest, something that opens a door. You have that, you've always had that. Today you just got a few more words to help you say it. Your mission, one sentence. How are you actually feeling right now? Write it in the comments. In English, imperfect is completely fine. Honest is all that matters. And tell me, where are you listening from today? Morning, afternoon, late at night. I love picturing your little corner of the world. If today's episode helped you feel more seen or more ready to express yourself in English, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with one friend who is learning English. It means so much, and it helps more learners find us. I'm Sarah, this has been your English Flow podcast, and I'll see you in the next episode. Keep walking, keep feeling, keep talking. You're doing so much better than you think. Bye for now.